What's up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. And in this moment, we're going to discuss the whole Dallas Cowboys situation. And I know that the world is beating on Jerry Jones and their lack of sense of urgency when it came to just making the team better overall. But they have their reasons, and I'm here to break down just that. But before I do that, I want to ask you guys to do me a huge favor. I need you guys to hit that like button, keep your boy in these algorithms, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel for future content. Thank you so much for the love and support. Back to the video. Dallas Cowboys, man. Okay. So they didn't make any moves in the draft that appeased a lot of people. It seems like Michael Parsons looked a little blown when they were doing the draft live. He was there with Bleacher Report, and he didn't seem too enthused. Maybe because he hasn't gotten his bag yet. CeeDee Lamb hasn't gotten his bag yet. And most importantly, Dak Prescott hasn't gotten his bag yet. And that's what I realized. I said, man, like, the problem is they can't make a lot of moves with Dak. And if you look at the writing on the wall, the Dallas Cowboys are very much seeming to be out on Dak Prescott. This year will tell us all because, well, one, they haven't signed him yet, okay? And he's asking for $55-60 million per. And we all know that the only person that rightfully deserves that is contenders that at least go past the second round in the playoffs, and Patrick Mahomes for the most part, right? And Dak Prescott, man, is doing a fantastic job of making sure the Cowboys are in quicksand and they cannot move without his lifeline. He has a no-trade clause. You can't franchise him again. They threw all that away when they were trying to figure out when to pay Dak. And now he's out for revenge. He's not about to give you guys any type of discount, which makes me happy because my Philadelphia Eagles did an outstanding job doing free agency and doing the draft. I don't know how Howie Roseman, who he knows, how he's able to pull these strings, but this guy gets it done, and I will do it. Jeffrey Lurie need to make sure he does everything to retain that man. But if you're asking a fair assessment, man, I looked at it like this: like the Dallas Cowboys, they had about, I think, 7 or 8 draft picks. I have it pulled up here. Of course, they took Tyler Godden, who was a first-round pick, 29th overall. Offensive tackle from Oklahoma. You had Marshawn Nealon, who was a defensive edge rusher. Western Michigan, Cooper Beebe, third-rounder. That's Kansas City State. Adam Marist, who is a linebacker from Notre Dame, and Notre Dame produces pretty good linebacker, so you were able to squeeze him out of the third round. You had Kalen Carson, who's a cornerback from Wake Forest. Typically, if you fall to the lower parts of the draft, third, fourth, and fifth, we don't know, what I'm saying, what you technically are made of because it took so long to get drafted. So that's something that I would worry about as a fan. But hey, if the talent is there, then OTAs, practice, summer camp, training camp, all that stuff is going to show. And then you have Ryan, wide receiver, in the 6th round. Seems like he was from Missouri State. It seems like he is athletic from what the report says. There will be questions because of his competition, but hey, everything goes to another level when you reach the NFL, and who knows what this kid might tap into. You had a Nathan Thomas, offensive lineman, 7th rounders, another 7th rounder, defensive tackle, Justin Rogers, and that concludes the Cowboys draft. Now, these are a lot of no names for the most part. The first guy from Oklahoma, Guyton, he has a unique skill set, so I have heard of him before. But you guys have to remain patient and trust the process because Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys, even though I'm an Eagles fan, I trust that they know what's in their best interest. And let's be honest, man, there's always going to be 2 to 3 teams that have a shitty season. And maybe that's it for the Cowboys, which I wouldn't mind. I'm an Eagles fan. But I don't want to just beat the Cowboys. You know what I mean? Like, I want to play fair. You know what I'm saying? I want them to be stacked. I want us to be stacked. You know what I mean? And I want a fair, clean fight and the best team win. It's not fun if the players aren't really up to par or, the team chemistry is thrown off because of new talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do want the Dallas Cowboys, and I'm saying this from the heart. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to find too many Eagles fans that want this. But nonetheless, I look around at what the Dallas Cowboys did, and you have to realize these are just placeholders for the moment. They're picking up a lot of people who will not make the roster. You know what I'm saying? The NFL is a talent hub. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see people come from off the street. You can see undrafted players make a name for themselves, all kind of people. You know what I'm saying? So don't always focus on the names and where you see these players fall to you in the draft. You know, be optimistic. Now, that being said, I don't know what the hell the Zeke Elliott thing was about. Maybe they want a veteran presence in there. Maybe it wasn't as fun. From what Jerry Jones would always say, Ezekiel Elliott was just a fun guy. He knew how to keep the energy in the locker room, and maybe they needed that. You know what I mean? But the running back position, he's number one on the roster already. Either he's on Balco like LeBron James, and he's rejuvenated and rehealed every component of his game, or Jerry Jones is just a sweetheart and he missed his son. And I mean, like, I don't know what else to think of that, because I saw how Zeke looked when he was in New England, and you know, maybe it hurt Jerry to see, you know, one of his babies he drafted on another team. I don't get it, but I think that maybe Ezekiel Elliott had time to reflect on, you know, a lot of things he did wrong versus right. Maybe he's going to come back fully loaded with full vengeance to be the best. Like, I don't know. Either way it go, man, I'm rooting, you know, and hoping that it pans out for them, you know. But look at the schedule. I mean, like, you can't afford to slip up. I mean, we don't know, like, what order this is going to be in, but oh my goodness, you got the Ravens, the Bengals, the Falcons, maybe the Panthers be a good win. Maybe you can go toe-to-toe with the Falcons, but you have Kirk Cousins there. I don't know. The Cleveland Browns got better. The Giants got slightly better. You know what we did. The Steelers got better. San Francisco is San Francisco. Neither one of us could get past them last season. The Washington Commanders, your old coach, he knows everything about the Dallas Cowboys inside and out. The Detroit Lions, Dan Campbell is ready to bite kneecaps off. Oh my goodness, the Battle of Texas is going to be a great one, because I'm quite sure CJ Stroud is going to show up and show out. The New Orleans Saints got better, and you see, besides the two teams in the conference again, Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington Commanders, the Cowboys could have a very, very drastic season, man. Like, this could be very bad. And if you look at what Jerry Jones is doing, he probably looked at this schedule and said, I know that we aren't going to be as good, so let's just enjoy what we can. And, you know, supposedly the draft next year is full of running backs, DTs. It's going to be more of a defensive and running back market, you know, for the most part. And the draft is going to be stocked and loaded with them heavily. Maybe Jerry Jones is playing chess when everybody is playing checkers. You have to be able to not just think in a moment, but beyond the moment. That's why I'm saying, like, it's always method to a guy's madness. And Jerry Jones didn't get the Cowboys and become a billionaire and have the highest selling franchise without doing his background check. That's why I'm saying, like, with a businessman, you always have to tread lightly, no matter what, because a businessman is going to be deadly no matter what type of career or industry he switches over to or puts himself in. He's going to know how to work magic, and they have to be big on projecting, and I think that's what Jerry Jones is doing. I know that the Dallas Cowboys organization isn't too thrilled or maybe even happy to hear what I'm saying, but here we go. No, I'm just playing. That's all I have for this video. If you guys like what you heard, do me a huge favor, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you so much for the love and support. Like always, let me know how you charge the game. Peace.